Mm. Good morning, Miss Thomas. Shannon, how's the sound this morning? I got one earbud that's not working properly. Does it still sound okay? Mhm. Just get out for your. Oh, so you're good for 2 more years. Fantastic. I'm gonna assume you passed with flying colors, no problems, no conditions on the license. Good for you, honey. Good for you. Congratulations. There's a Shannon. There's a great big crow. Actually, there's three of them in the field, uh, off to my right here, off to my left here, and they're just. I don't know what they're doing. I think they're messing around with a couple of magpies. A couple of the magpies are coming in, and the crows are pissing them off or doing whatever. But okay, good. The sound is clear. Good, good. As long as you guys can hear my important message of the morning. I apologize, man. Look at this. We got rain, rain, and you know what? Rain is not something we get a whole lot of out here. Hey, what's going on, Milo? How the hell are you, man? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for popping in here. Hello, man. 111. Good to see you. Good morning. Yeah, it's just usually the view out the front here. We'd have the beautiful sunrise coming up, and the sun would be just right about now. It'd be breaking the horizon. We'd have a unfortunately unfortunately, guys, we got no sunshine this morning. We got a little bit of whatever you want to call that. Milo, I'm doing all right. I got a nice cigar to smoke. I got a good cup of coffee here. Unfortunately, like I was just saying, man, we don't have a sunrise to look at this morning because I it's pissing down rain. And being in Alberta, out in the prairies here, rain is not something we get a whole ton of. We'll get some snow, we'll get some wind, and we'll get mostly. I think it's last year out of the whole year we Alberta or yeah, Alberta or southern Alberta, Calgary, Red Deer, that whole area in there, they got something like 325 days of sunshine out of the year. Like that's a lot of sunshine, right? All you need is love. Rainy days are meant to be spent in bed. Don't I know it? Tough getting out of bed this morning, let me tell you, man. That was a tough one. Ah, but yet I did it. How I tear myself away, you people will never ever know. Finally finished working on your motorcycle. Got to hear her purr again for the first time in 4 years. Milo, what are you riding there? What'd you put back together? We've got a lot of riders in my chat. There's a lot of motorcyclists in my on my channel that follow my channel. We love to talk motorcycles. We love to talk bikes. We love to talk cars. A lot of motorheads in here. We love to talk trucking. So sorry, boys. You know what? Let me just pull the cap off this coffee here, and I've got the nicotine injection going on, but let's get the caffeine going here. Hello, man. What am I doing today? Today's Saturday, so there's not a whole lot. Not a whole lot going on. My beautiful woman's at work today. So I've got the day pretty much to myself. I've already, got up, fed the dog, took the dog for a walk. Um, I got to pop over to the grocery store and pick up a couple of things for dinner tonight. But other than that, dude, Hellerman, my day is yours. I tell you what, you tell me what you want to do, and we'll do it. All right. Ishmael, good to see you. What's up? Hud, hi. How are you? Bluey the Bear said hi. Damn, man. Bluey the Bear. Love that name. That is name. I'm here to chat and holler. Well, Ishmael, you just start fucking chatting and hollering away, son. You get it out there. 2005 Harley Sportster. You know what? I don't fit on a Sportster. I had a 93 Heritage Softail, had a 94 Fat Boy. I don't have Sportsters I don't fit on, right? I'm 6'2", 6'2" and a half, and I'm about 230 pounds. If I was to get on a Sportster, I'd look like a monkey sitting on it, or a big gorilla sitting on it. Like my knees would be up around my ears. Nice though for you, Milo. Good for you, man. You putting that bike back together, and you got her humming this morning. Awesome, awesome. Congratulations. Sounds to me like it was a family. Looks like, yeah, you're saying it's a family thing. That's good, man. You know what? That's really good. I would love nothing more than to put a couple lifts in the garage and start working on bikes again, and tinkering and everything. And it would be great if I had some sons that would do it, but unfortunately, Milo, I got six daughters, so, and none of them are gearheads. None of them want to play with that. So I'm a dirt bike ride. You got a 450? 450. What do you got as a dirt bike that's 450? Yeah, well, that's actually cool, eh? That's actually cool. You get to hang out. It's a good reason to hang out. Even if you don't do any work, you just sit around and have a few drinks and a smoke and shoot the shit. You don't even have to work on it. My boy 2-4 is in the house. How you doing, 2-4? Good to see you, brother. Damn good to see you. Brown chicken. Damn good to see you too, man. Thanks for popping in. Took a couple of $100 to get her running again, but completely worth it. Oh, dude, man. When it comes to that shit, money's no object. I'm not saying I'd run myself broke to rebuild a bike. I wouldn't. There's got to be a price point. It's got to be worth it. But yeah, man, it's like if it's only going to cost you a couple $100 or even $1,000 to get a bike running again and get it up, and then you can ride it, it's worth every penny. Hell, man, I'm not able to ride, but my dad rides an Indian Pursuit. It's a nice gray. I am not an Indian fan. I'm not. I'll be honest with you. Of all the bikes I've ridden, I've never ridden an Indian. I've got a good friend of mine, Buck Brown. He might be by in the chat sometime soon. He rides Indians. He swears by them. He loves them. Mind you, he's only a short little fucker, eh? He's only, I don't know, about 5'5", 5'6", and he might weigh about as much as my left leg. So he looks good on them, but ah, Messi. Uh-oh, Omar saying Messi. I don't follow soccer, boys. I'm sorry. Or football, as you boys call it. I don't follow it. It's not something I'm really, it's a lot of work for not a lot of result. To watch a soccer game, it really is. It's a lot of work for not a lot of result. Monday morning, Monday morning, you officially roll out, or you roll back out. Let's say that you officially roll back out. Well, this is a long, long, long time coming, Shannon. This is a long time coming, sweetheart. You guys don't need to look at the rain anymore, do you? We can turn this around. There we go. So yeah, it's a long time coming, Shannon. You've been You've been sitting on that sideline a long time. And you know what? I know how that feels, man. Shannon, you know what I went through with the blood clots. I was off for 5 months with those, and then with the eye surgeries, I was off for 4 months with those. So I know that feeling. You're pent up. You're ready to go. You're like a spring. You're just ready to go. Like uh, pop that spring and watch you. I truly wish that you were going back out there in a better economy, though. Like I wish the market was better for you. I'm getting text messages here. Obviously, some people aren't subscribed to my channel. I won't say any names, Sterling. Mm. Ronaldo. Okay, so we got Messi and we got Ronaldo. All right, whatever you guys say. Mm. Big Papa Fruck, what's good? Not a bad stogie. I'm about halfway, three-quarters of the way. Oh, sorry, about two-thirds of the way through this one. We got a nice flavor change going on. We got an extra large coffee. We got rain, so we got no sunshine. But what the hell? Well, what the hell? Hello, man. You want to throw a sub? I appreciate that. I need a son-in-law. The end. You know what? You're right, and I do. I've got one. Go figure, eh? Six daughters. Um, two of them two of them live out of the country. So there's one. Well, there's a son-in-law over there, down in Australia. But I believe it or not, I've not met him yet. I've not met him yet. And of the other daughters that are all here in Canada, um, I've only got one son-in-law, and he's not really a car guy. He's not really a car bike guy type like that. So to get a project going with him would be, I don't know. I might have to adopt somebody. A brown chicken, I'll adopt brown chicken. How's that work? It's a Honda 450. That's a big four-stroke bike, baby. That's a lot of torque you got there, Hud. Damn, I'm 5'7", so I fit nicely on the bike. Yeah, 5'7" would be good. What do you weigh? About 175, 180 pounds? Perfect. Been working on a 2013 Super Glade. I think you mean Super Glide. Custom. Very nice bike. Hopefully you get that up and running for the season this year. That would be good. Oh, yeah. Good morning from the recliner. Oh, freight hauler's doing it right this morning. That's how you do it. Do it from the recliner. Have you had breakfast yet there, hauler? Nothing yet? Oh. Alexandria says hi. Logan says don't smoke. Okay. Sterling is not a subscriber. Chicken Hawk? I don't know. I don't know. He's sending me text messages. Obviously, I can't go look at them right this minute. Right? Obviously, can't go look at it right this minute. I'm sitting here looking at you guys. Ishmael, yeah, I'm Canadian. I'm Canadian. I live out in Alberta. I live out in Western Canada. If you're an American, the nearest state, like the closest state to me, is if I go 3 hours that way. I would be at 3.5 hours. I'll be in Montana. I'd be in Montana. So I'm in the province that's north of Montana in the United States. My province is absolutely stunning and beautiful, and so is Montana. If you just take the border out and you just keep the lines going straight down on both sides of Alberta into Montana, you could make it all one province or all one state, and it would look great. Canadian nationalism is weird. Ishmael, you're gonna have to elaborate on that. I'm not saying I disagree with you, but what are you saying? Hi, today's the first time I'm able to dirt bike because I just got my clears after my hip surgery, and no, I'm not very old at all. No, you had to throw that in there. Hi, I'm not very old at all. Eh? Well, Hud, you know what? Congratulations. Obviously, your hip surgery was successful. I'm happy for you, man. Get on the bike. Don't overdo it. Don't go crazy. Trust me, I know. I've busted everything down here from the waist down, actually from the midsection here down. I've broken everything. Some of it motorcycle related. So, and I know what it takes to get back on the bike and the recovery time. Don't push yourself. Take it easy. Take it, take it slow. It'll come to you. Enjoy it. Chicken Hawk saying hi to Miss Thomas. There we go. Hello from Kosovo. Lily May, hi. How are you? Remember you. Millie, huh? Lily May, I'm going to say, I apologize, sweetheart. I do not remember you. But there's, at any given time, I'm going to talk to about 3,000 of you a day. So, unless something jumps out or unless you're here, day after day after day after day, um, then I would remember you. So, Slush Cups, nice name. Calming Vibes, nice name. Love that name. Calming Vibes, cool. Do you believe in Jesus? No. Hi, Grandpa. Was that Isaiah? 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 I probably screwed your name up. If I did, I apologize. I'm bought to eat a fur burger. All right, John, you go get yourself some fur burger. Nothing like a little fur burger first thing in the morning. I myself am particularly fond of it. That's just me personally. What's going on, Bjorn? Damn good to see you. Welcome back. Good to see you, man. Izzy says I look cool. Well, I'm rocking a sweatsuit today. I'm not even wearing jeans, right? I got a pair of sweatpants on and a hoodie, and that's all we're wearing today, man. I'm wearing my strawberry frosted underwear. Yep, a bowl of Raisin Bran. Attaboy. What comes after the Raisin Bran? Well, holler, depending on which end of the country you're at, right? It's only 7:45 here where I'm at, so it's not too early for a cold beer or a shot of bourbon after your Raisin Bran. So you hear crows, yeah. You know what, Selena? All the way just right here. Like I'm out, obviously here. Like I'll show you real quick. I'm out in the prairies, right? So there's really nothing here, right? So if you go off to the left of the car, then there's another piece of field over here, and I don't know, there's about three crows, two or three crows, and I think they're duking it out with a couple of magpies. And I'll be honest with you, I think the magpies are winning. I think. HD, what's up, man? How's your Saturday going, dude? I'm rocking it right now. Cigar, coffee, sitting around, hoping for a sunrise. Didn't get it. We got damn rain, but we're doing all right, man. How the hell are you? Hopefully you're doing all right. They're in hearts. Did I say that right? They're three and a hearts. I'm gonna, guys, I'm gonna screw up some names here. I apologize if I get your name wrong. But good morning, brothers. Just subscribe. I appreciate the sub. Thank you very much, guys. Do me a favor. I will. I won't ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you do, fantastic. Thank you. I appreciate it. All I do ask is, you know what? Just give that like button a poke. Tap that like button, give it a like. I would appreciate that. But I won't ask you for nothing else. We don't ask you for money. We don't ask you for subs. We don't ask you for. I might ask you for the time of day, but that's about it. Knight says hi. Cheap freight hauler. No plant loads. I see all the nursery trucks running. I think hauler's taking the weekend off. I should have my bike ready this week. So when are you coming out, Pat? When am I going to see you? You keep talking about it. You're making that trip up to Fort Mac. When am I going to see you? Get that bad boy fired up and get out here with it, man. Is that a cigarette? No. Alita, that is a cigar. Patrick, how you doing, man? Good morning. Sorry, let me just readjust these. I got a little. I had them in my pocket. These are just a cheap pair of crappy, like $12 Shoppers Drug Mart readers. I had them in my pocket and I crunched them, so now they're a little crooked. Whoo! Hello, Grandpa. I am from India. Damn, you're a long way away, man. But thanks for popping in from India. Great to see you. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day and stopping in here and saying hello. Mm. Guys, just so you're aware, there are some moderators. Chicken Hawk has got a wrench. He's a moderator. Sterling has a wrench. There are a couple moderators that run around. Kamal will probably be along shortly. He is one of our main, him and Tolga are two of our main moderators. Um, feel free to say what you want, how you want it, but be respectful. If you're gonna, nothing racial, and nothing overly sexual or aggressively sexual or anything like that. We are not a family friendly channel. In this channel is not meant for kids really. But you will get deleted or you will get your message taken down if you don't abide by us. I don't have a lot of rules. You can say anything you pretty much want, and we'll discuss anything you want. You can say whatever you want to me. I got big shoulders. I can take it. But no, I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk to you about it. But you don't touch on anybody else. You don't touch on anybody's sexuality. We don't talk about that. We try not to get too deep into any kind of religion. We will talk some politics, uh, but we definitely don't do racial. Okay, so if you guys can just abide by some of that, we'll all be good here this morning. And looks like Chicken Hawk is busy already. Well-known pet lover, good to see you, man. How are you? We're a fucking heater on that. Jesus, that's a good spogie there. I love Canada. Never been though. You never been to Canada. Not Joe Average Bimbo. That's a hell of a handle you got there. Not Joe Average Bimbo. You know what? Some of the names that you guys come up with, you guys should really patent them. You really should patent them. They are really good. Hi, can you please say my name? What? How the hell? Emojin Wig. Emojin Wig. There you go. There's your name. Ernie. Ernie, I'm going to say this once. For all of you that are writing it in the comment right now, I'm going to say this once. The question is, do I believe in Jesus? The answer to your question that I think 4 or 5 of you have now asked is no. No, I do not. I do not believe in Jesus. If you do, great. I appreciate that and I respect that. I don't. Chief Freight Hauler, sorry, Amber's is saying hi. Chief Freight Hauler, wheel burner, no alcohol, 11 and a half years. They're saying that's you? That's you? 11 and a half years, no alcohol? That's a hell of a feat, man. That's a long fucking time. That's a lot of days, Hauler. That's a lot of days. People always add up. They go, "Oh, I've got 3 years," and they almost sound a little depressed. "Oh, I've only got 2 years," or "I've only got 3 years," or "I've only got." You take those years and divide it by 365, and I'll tell you how many days. That's a lot of fucking days. 11 and a half years. That's a lot of days. If that's what you've got for no alcohol, congratulations, my friend. Congratulations. Oof doof. Where am I from? We're in Canada. I am Canadian. See the big old maple leaf here? I love Canadian energy. I wore this one. I wore this one today to because I know it's going to start a fight with some good old American boys and girls. I don't mean to start a fight. I just mean it's going to start up a little conversation. That's all. Mm. Boston and Teddy, good to see you. Cigar on head, no cigar on hand. Yeah. Airman, it was good talking to you. Got to go fishing with my grandfather. Peace out, big guy. Hey, man, Milo, thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Holler seems to have the flower runs, has these flower runs nailed down. I tried years ago. I tried to get into it. Walmart up here had the really good deal going, but they were using only exclusive carriers because Walmart up here doesn't have their own Walmart trucks like they do in the U.S. It's all third party up here for Walmart, and you literally had to know somebody who knew somebody who blew somebody to get on those Walmart flower loads. And I tried very hard to get on them because they were very lucrative. They were very easy. Like it didn't get any easier than and yeah, you had to get hands on with it, but it really was not difficult. Um, I tried for years to get on with that. I was never able to get that going. Mm. There's a positive that a dude, nice cigar. You shouldn't smoke cigars. Do you have any tips for improving communication skills? You seem to speak your heart, man. You know what, HD? The best tip I can give you for communication skills is be a good listener first. Be a good listener first. Learn how to listen and keep your mouth shut and listen, and then you'll become a better communicator. It's a lesson I've had to learn the hard way. It really is. Because my first instinct is to want to fix it or to help out, or my mouth just goes off. I was always told, and one of the best pieces of advice I was ever given was, Brian, let the second thought in your head be the first one out of your mouth. Because if you say the first thing that comes to your mind, it's usually wrong. So, HD, become a better listener. Become the best listener you can. That'll improve your communication skills. Mm. William Stafford, God bless Elon, a great patriot. Well, he might be in your country. He's not a patriot of my country. Mm. CDM Trick Shots, good morning. Good to see you. I think I saw you yesterday, didn't we? I think we were chatting yesterday. You were walking through the chat. Yeah, man, good to see you. Thanks for popping in here. Josh, good to see you. Rick Rhymes. Looked up black streamers and you were at the top of recommended, so I subbed. Black streamers, right on. Looks like I'm fitting the mold for everybody, eh? Do you need glass? You need glasses. I need them to read. I don't need them for distance or for driving or for anything like that, but I do need them, unfortunately, to read. The old peepers are a little older now. I'm 55. It's funny. My eyes were pinpoint perfect until I was in my mid 40s, right? And then one day I woke up and I probably grabbed my phone or something, and it was like, what the fuck? Like I was doing that, like I couldn't read, so I started needing glasses to read. Let me tell you, it's a pain in the ass. It's a pain. And then I tried. So then I went and got my eyes checked and everything. And sure as shit, I need them for reading. So I tried bifocals, and I couldn't make that work. Some people can. I can't. I just couldn't get the thing that every time I wanted to read, I'd move my head. When with bifocals, all you have to do is move your eyeballs, right? Couldn't make it work. So now I just go buy like a $12 pair of cheap glasses, put them on the end of my nose like an old geezer like this, and when I'm reading like this, I can look down here like this, and I can still look out over the top and look over like that. So, um, what can I say? Age, man. It's age and taxes. It's the only thing you can't really get away from these days. Timmy says hello. Josh says hi. Riz says hi. Cosmo YT says hello. Hi from Ireland. Sinead. Sorry. Okay, is it Sinead or Sinead? I think it's Sinead. I think it's pronounced like SH, but it's just S. I think it's Sinead Witherington. Sinead Witherington. Isn't a good Irish name? There's a good Irish lass. Hey, let's everybody go over and say hello to Sinead. William Stanford, hello from Cuba. Dude, I don't know if I'm going to believe that you're from Cuba. I don't know. Colorado District, what is that? Rail fan. That's a cool name. I love softball and my puppy said hi. Man, where are you guys coming up with these names? Awesome. Adija, Grover. Hello, big brother. I don't know. I've only got one little brother that I know of. I don't think my dad and mom were that busy. So unless my dad was out there spreading it around, and there might have been a chance. But I highly doubt I got any brothers and sisters. Hello from India. Well, you know what? Welcome here from India. Thank you for popping in here and hanging out with us. I want to start a roast battle. Hey, knock yourself out, vibes. Knock yourself out. D1 Snippy, I'm from China. Welcome from China. D1 Snippy, Will Burner needs a lot more than glasses. Yeah, well. Hello from all around the world, everybody. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. What are magpies? You know what they are? They're the Western provinces version of seagulls, except they're black and white, and they're squawky like a seagull, but they're much more aggressive. They will attack you. I've had my little dog Charlie out for a walk, and he'll see one and he'll take a run at it, and it won't fly away. They'll stand toe to toe with a dog. And they are they're basically garbage, like seagulls, Shannon. They're garbage eaters. They're just a pain in the ass. Aditya, where am I? I'm in Canada. You're from India. I'm in Canada. I'm in Western Alberta, Canada. What is this stream about? The punk. This stream can be about anything you want today. This is an open channel today. This is primarily this is a trucking channel. We do a lot of talk about trucking, but you can only talk about trucking for so long. You can only talk about costs and mileage and fuel and trucks and engines and what tires and wheels and blah. You can only talk about that for so long, and then we're going to talk about We'll talk about cars, right? William, if you want to talk about cars, Punk, you want to talk about cars, we talk about cars. And we talk about motorcycles, and we'll talk about all the hot women we've never had. We say we have, but we've never had, and we'll talk about all the cool places that we tell you we've been, but we've never been there, but we say we have. We're just gonna bullshit. That's what we're doing in here, the Punk. William, that's all we're doing today. Is it worth moving to Canada permanently from the U.S.? Depends on what you're doing, man. Depends on and the reason you're doing it. You better have a good reason to move to Canada. You better have a good reason to move to any country from whatever country you're in. Um, I can't say. I just can't say. HD, that's a personal decision. That's a personal preference. Would I move to the U.S. from Canada and become a U.S. resident? No, I'm quite content being Canadian. Um, I'm not happy with my Canadian government, but as a Canadian citizen right now, I'm doing okay. I know that when the new government comes in, the Conservatives come in, a lot of my rights and everything are going to be restored to me, and a lot of the things about the country that I grew up in, the country that I love, are going to be restored. So I'm not overly concerned. But if my country was to continue down the path that it's going right now, basically towards communism, I wouldn't move to the U.S., but I'd probably be leaving for another country. I'd be moving. I'd be going somewhere else, and I still might. There's still I have a plan A, I have a plan B, and I have a plan C. And my plan C is to not even be here in Canada or the U.S. So, you guys mind? I can't make up my mind. Am I going to smoke it or drink it? Which one am I doing here? Hold on. Mm. Jeremy, what's going on there? Good to see you. Arlette, how old am I? I'm 55. Oh, That's what we need, right? That injection of caffeine right to the heart. So what are you doing here? What am I doing here? I'm just doing the same thing that you are, man. I am sitting here just shooting the shit, looking at you, talking to you. I have no worldly vibes of wisdom to spread amongst the world. I am just a guy that I own a truck. I'm an owner operator. I'm a truck driver. Um, and all I do is I drive my truck. I go to work. I enjoy my girlfriend. I have a fairly decent life out here, and that's what I do. And I enjoy my life. I enjoy myself. And I come on YouTube and I do this and I talk to you guys. I shoot this shit, and we can bullshit till we're fucking blue in the face. Ask Chicken Hawk. I am a master class bullshitter. Anybody wants to go toe to toe with the bullshit streaming, man, look me up. I'm there. Chicken Hawk's at about 11 and a half hours of no alcohol. That's a new record for Chicken Hawk. Putty Cat's good to see you. Tyrannus, good to see you. I've had a beer now and again just to be social, but I haven't been buzzed or drunk in decades. Well, me neither, buddy. Me neither. I'm just going to quickly, Putty Cat's throwing up some jokes. Hi, I'm from Kyle Mason. I'm from South Africa. Thanks for being here. I'm just going to quickly scan some of these. I am currently, Wheelburner is currently recruiting foreigners to come and, that's exactly what I'm doing there, Tyrannus. Y'all can take this rain and shove it. Texas TX car wash guy, I hear you, man. Look at this. I got the same thing going on here, brother. We are pissing down fucking rain here as well. Look at that. Look at those clouds. Good old rain clouds. I knew you liked baby oil. Denny, how did you know? Everybody likes a little baby oil. My girl loves baby oil. Tell us a story about your 20s. What kind of goofy shit did you do? HD, the list is long and distinguished of the goofy shit I did. All I can say is thank God we didn't have iPhones or cameras back then because I'd still be sitting in jail. Guaranteed. The only difference between a lot of the guys that are in jail right now and me is I didn't get caught. That's all. Trust me. I got lucky and have these nursery runs kind of figured out. Have 16 drop home deal. Oh, fuck. That's sweet. That is sweet. Hello, sir. Would you elaborate about Mark Carney? Mark Carney is not our prime minister. He is our prime minister, but only in name. He's not our prime minister because we didn't vote him in. There was no election. He didn't get voted in. He got handed the job because Justin Trudeau stepped out. So Mark Carney stepped in. I don't recognize Mark Carney as my prime minister. Right now we are prime minister. We are prime ministerless. I don't know how to fucking say that, but uh, right now Mark Carney is nobody. He's a fucking nobody, and he's not going to win the next election either. So I hope he's making plans to go back down to New York, where he just moved his corporate offices to go hang out with old Trumpy Trump there. I hope he's got plans to bail out because Trudeau can leave the country, Carney can leave the country, Freeland can leave the country. All these twinkle-toed cocksucking motherfuckers can leave the country as far as I'm concerned. Society killed the unicorn. As a Canadian, I love this country. I would never leave. I hear you. I agree with you. You are my sunshine is bad in my opinion. What's bad? What's bad? Hi, I'm George, your cousin from Montana. Do you remember me? I don't have any cousins in Montana, but if I did, George, I'd take you up on it. Americans are trying to come up with new name for poutine. Poutine. You'll never get it, and you'll never be able to make it right. I guarantee you. Pierre is much better. John, I agree. Pierre is much better. Um, John, I have a saying. You don't vote for the politician you like the most. You vote for the politician you dislike the least. And in Canada, that is what we are going to have to do. We don't vote for Pierre because we like him the most. We vote for him because we dislike him the least. It means that all politicians at some level or another are crooked. There's a little bit of crookedness to them. Pierre's got a skeleton in his closet somewhere. It just hasn't been pulled out yet, but it's there. So don't get me wrong. But is he the one that's going to do the least amount of damage and probably the most amount of good for Canada? Yes, I believe so. Drink it, then smoke it. Yeah, that's how far behind. Have I heard of Edison Motors, a startup company in Golden, BC? I've been following. I've been following them closely. Um, they just bought the new property. They've got the actually they put out a short I think yesterday. They got a diesel electric cat bulldozer, and they're making the track for their test vehicles. So yeah, it's really cool. Again, Canadian company, eh? Life is great, man. AJ, I don't disagree. Yo, why you kind of find low key? Wow, your mom? Yo, why you kind of find low key? I don't know. Peace and more. Do mommies love you? I don't know. Mommies love me. I know my mommy loves me. It's all my mommy's still alive, so I know my mommy loves me. So speaking of mummies, there's big old fucking TJ himself, the bull of the woods. Good to see you, brother. Had to do some grocery shopping this morning. I gotta do mine a little later this afternoon. I'm gonna make some dinner for the girl tonight. Ooh, look at that. For the girlfriend tonight. So I gotta stop in and pick up a couple things. Edison Motors right now is a very 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 crucial point in their building block. They are getting investors, and I think the most important thing for Edison Motors to do right now is with the investors is be very very choosy and picky about who their investors are, where their money comes from. Follow the money trail. Don't just take it from me that I'm come rolling up to your front door with a check and say a couple of $1 million and I'm going to invest. Find out where my money is coming from and where I get my money from to give to you. Check that all out, because you don't want at the end of the day to find out that, yeah, okay, Brian is going to invest in Edison. I'm going to invest $10 million in Edison Motors, but my money is being backed up by a Chinese conglomerate. So basically, you're climbing into bed with the Chinese conglomerate. So yeah, I think Edison Motors should be very careful. I'm sure the boys over there know what they're doing. So, yo, you are being FR though. Okay, I'm gonna quickly just fucking bog eyed. Good to see you. Easter weekend, and I can't drink. Damn it, man! What's the matter with you? What is the best beverage? Well, right now, coffee is. If I don't drink, so if it's not coffee, it's going to be Dr. Pepper. So is my Johnson. What's that? Long and distinguished. And Maya, morning pops. Hope your day. Hope you're doing well today. We're not doing too bad, man. We're doing all right. I'm gonna throw this one out, and we're gonna light another one. We're only doing a short live today. I did 5 hours the other day. We did 2 hours yesterday. I had to cut it short yesterday. Had something pop up that was absolutely more important than having to do live, so I had to cut her short and go take care of something. But today I've got a full coffee. And I've got this one here, which I was smoking this morning before I went live. But I've got another one right here, and we'll light this bad boy up when this one's done. I like how you say that, Donald. Good to see you, by the way. Long time no see, brother. Thanks for popping in. Trudeau and Skidmark. Well said. Well said, my friend. Very well said. Fishing for car, 2012. That's not bad. Fishing for car. Hello from Damascus, Syria. Man, you guys are all over the place this morning. Time for me to get out of this recliner. The honeydew list is not getting any shorter. Have a great weekend. Holler says this every time. He does this every time. He did this yesterday too. He fucks off for a while, but then he comes back. And then he'll fuck off for a while, and then he comes back. So we're gonna see Holler again. Same with Flatbed Trucker. We haven't seen Flatbed Trucker this morning, but he'll go out, come back, go out, come back.
Same with flatbed trucker. We haven't seen flatbed trucker this morning, but he'll go out, come back, go out, come back. Is probably our best. Who is a good prime minister candidate in your opinion? Or me. Or is probably run for prime minister of Canada. Our best. I should go into politics. Or me. I should run for prime minister of Canada. The only problem is they're going to go into my background. I should go into politics. I really should. So, is it we're going to go into politics? No. I thought about it. Yes. Would I be good? Am I good at it? For me to go into politics? No. Am I trustworthy? Come on. Yes. Would I be good? Am I good at it? Yes. Of course you would. Am I trustworthy? Come on. Look at this face. I would trust your country to this face. Of course you would. Of course you would. I would be a great prime minister. Mm. Mm. What do I think about Minister Melanie Jolie? I don't know. I don't know who that is. What do I think about Minister Melanie Jolie? I don't know. I don't know who that is. Chicken Hawk, sorry, man. I don't know who that is. Look like it. Give him a stogie out of their hand. He should be good. I've got one right here, baby. I'm ready to. Doesn't look ready like it. Give him a stogie. I got two more puffs out of this. I've got one right here. And I'm in the raunches. I'm ready to. This one's ready to roast, but I got two more puffs out of this, and I'm in the raunch. Elderly Japanese. So gross, but I love it. Why did you have to bring I held the door for an elderly Japanese man? He said, thank you. Why did you have to bring up Pearl Harbor? Even Chicken Hawk's laughing at that one. Are you a war veteran? No. Even Chicken Hawk's laughing at that one. Are you a war veteran? One thing I've never done. You know what? That's one thing. I've never served my country. One thing I've never done. I've never joined. I've never been part of the military. And it's one of the few regrets that I have. I don't have a lot of regrets in my life. The military. And it's one of the few regrets that I have. I don't have a lot of regrets in my life. I never did. I don't. But one of the few regrets that I do have in my life is that I never did ever join the army or join. Struggle with old Snapper. Snapper. It's been a long time. Fuck, man. Have you seen or heard from you? Snapper, it's been a long time. Or where you've been, or haven't seen or heard from you in a long time. I don't know what you're doing or where you've been. Know what I'm talking about. I kind of stepped away from a certain crowd. You know what I'm talking about. I just kind of doing my own thing. Those Cuban cigars. Good to see you, though, man. Well, that's a three-part question. So the first part, how is freight in Canada? Well, it is slow. That's a three-part question. It is slow. I won't part, how is freight in Canada? If you're going like just Canada only, slow, I will kid you, Canada only. If you're going like just Canada only, like east to west, north to south, and Canada only, you'll starve. Freight that pays. You will absolutely starve. We need the freight to go down to the U.S. Canada only freight that pays. It's fucking right now. Too bad. You cannot survive on Canada. I'm getting a message saying the audio is bad. Can you guys hear this? Okay. Too bad. Am I in bad shape here? I'm getting a message saying the audio is bad. Can you guys hear this? Okay. Am I in bad shape here? Audio. What's going on with the audio? Audio. What's going on with the audio?
Why don't we do this? Is that any better? Yeah, Crag Rats, I got that. Is it better? Okay, sorry about that. So sorry, Snapper. Yeah, the freight in Canada is not good. We are relying on the freight for to the U.S. and now obviously because of a lot of the tariffs, that has slowed us down as well. And it's both ways, Canada and U.S. No, it's not a Cuban. This is a Nicaraguan. This is an Alec Bradley. These are Nicaraguan. I don't smoke Cuban cigars. They're good. They're good cigars. Cubans are good, but they're not, in my opinion, they're not the best cigars anymore. The Hondurans and Nicaraguans are now making cigars as good, if not better, than the Cubans. Um, so no, I'm not doing that. And if you're smoking a cigarette, hey, get it into you, man. You sound like you were muff diving. How do you know I wasn't muff diving? How do you know I wasn't? How do you know what I was doing before I got on this? It's fixed, but it's lagging. Dude, I don't know what to tell you. I want to tell you, well, I wouldn't smoke in the car. It doesn't stink as hell. So now it's audio is not being linked. Okay, let's throw that one out. I'll be right back. I think I know what I can do here. Hold on. Hold on. That. Jesus Christ. We got this worked out. Newell, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Hopefully we're all fixed on this. Audio is good when I came back. Coincidence? I don't know, Donald. I don't know. What's happening is the phone is jumping onto the car, and so I've got that turned off, but then you turn it off in here and you do. Jesus Christ, I need a fucking sound engineer, for Christ's sake. I really do. You said you stepped away from a certain crowd. I unsubscribed from them all and haven't been watching them in over a year. I just try to stay trucking and in my own lane. Snapper, same deal. Same deal. Uh, I'm in my own lane. I'm not bugging with anybody. I'm not hanging out with anybody. I might poke over to see a couple of them every once in a while if certain people go live, but I'm more sit in the background and just enjoy the entertainment. Don't get involved in the gib gab and the bullshit that goes on. So just can't afford it. Don't need the headache. Don't need the hassle, and I don't need the drama. How old are you? You look 5 billion years old. Wow, that wasn't nice. That wasn't nice. Nowell. It's pronounced Nawell. Nawell. So okay. I just donated $1,000. Piggy King, you'd have to send it again. I didn't quite receive it. Not a goofy bootlegger. Alberta has horrible cell service. It does. It does not have the best cell service. I'll be honest with you. Um, I was when I first came out here, I was on Rogers, and that was fucking the worst out here. But then I've switched over, and now I'm on Telus, and it's much better. Believe me, Telus is a whole lot better than Rogers was, but it's still kind of sketchy. It really is. How about we cut a second one here? I don't even know who's still around over there. I watch Josh Trucking Adventures and a few truckers. You know, the problem, Snapper, that I've run into with the trucking genre is there's so many of us now, right? Like, you don't want to watch videos on fucking how to do pre-trips anymore, or how to change tires, or occasionally you get some guys that do some really good vlogging, right? They got the camera set up, and then they do a whole lot of good editing. I used to do all of that as well, but it's so much work. It really is. You know, you're going to drive for 11 hours or you're going to work for 11 hours that day. You've got fucking 10 hours worth of footage, and then you got to edit it and all that. And it's, you know what, man? It's, it's almost not worth, the 800 views you're going to get. You know what I mean? And so you gotta watch, or at least I do. I just watch who
and I stopped. I stopped doing it, and I stopped. I unsubscribed from a lot of trucking channels just because it was just so fucking repetitive. Everything that you guys like you and I do out here, like I can probably, if you're gonna go trucking today, Snapper, depending on, obviously maybe you haul something different than me, but let's face it, in a 13 or a 14-hour day, you and me, if you go trucking for 14 hours and I go trucking for 14 hours, there's probably going to be about fucking 200 things that are both the same that we're both going to do. So I don't want to watch what you're doing because I'm doing it. And you don't want to watch what I'm doing because you're fucking doing it. So, yeah, I kind of get away from all that as well. Yeah, Snapper. I got out of watching all the other truckers. I got out of doing all that. All I'm doing right now is I'm slowly building the channel back up. Like I'm building. My subscribers are slowly going up again, and I'm doing lives. I go live every morning. I do this every morning, going live, and I just do a bullshit session. And we sit and we can talk trucks, we can talk cars, we can talk tits, ass, cocaine, hookers, whatever you want to talk about. We'll sit and talk about. And I think that's what I'm doing, but I'm doing this on purpose. There's an end to my means here. I'm building the channel because I have another project that I'm going to be incorporating with this and going with that. And I need this to get a little bit bigger and to get a bit of a bigger following because there's something else on the horizon that I'm working towards. So. What's your thoughts on Highway 11? It's getting nuts up there in the Northern Corridor. Dude, let me tell you, it is absolutely it's insane up there. 11 and 17. Donald, it doesn't matter. You're taking your life in your hands running either one of those. Either one of those highways up there, you're taking your life in your hands, especially in the wintertime. Spring, summer, fall, not bad. The problem is the goddamn speed limit's only 55 miles an hour for the most part, right? Or 90 kilometers an hour. In some areas, it's 80. And people speed, and cars get jacked up behind trucks, and then cars come around you and they do stupid stuff, and trucks do stupid stuff. It's just a bad highway all the way around. But unfortunately, it's necessary because those are the only, you go 11 and 17 are the only two highways that'll get you out of Ontario into Manitoba. So what can you do? I just download my dash cam and voice over it. Some vlogging every now and then. Most of our viewers, I think, are not truckers. Most truckers are white. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you look around here, there's 26 people in here. None of these people, very few of them are truck drivers, right? And nobody wants to really talk truck. Who gives a flying fuck besides you and me how many miles per gallon your truck's getting? 0, right? Who gives a flying fart what tires you got on your truck? What engine you got, what's your displacement, what's your horsepower, what are your torque settings, blah, 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 blah. You and me could like a cigar and sit down at a bar and have a couple of drinks and talk for 4 hours about trucking and never get bored of it. Everybody in this chat, they'd be done in under fucking 45 seconds. Chosen one, did I fart? No, trust me, if I fart, you'll know. Trust me. I do live every now and then, but only on my membership side and normally when I'm at home. Well, I do lives. I do them almost every morning now. Usually I sit right here because Snapper, you can't really see it. Sorry for the rain, but it's raining today. But usually where the camera is pointing right now is where the sun comes up. So I'm usually here about between 6:15 and 6:20 in the morning, and we'll sit and watch the sun come up. And then I'll turn the camera around, and you poor bastards got to sit and look at me and talk to me for a while. I'm trying to forget about trucking. That's why we will be wheels up to Florida Keys on Wednesday. Attaboy. I am so jealous. Chicken Hawk's got the world by the balls, right? He trucks. Him and his lovely lady Special K. They team truck. They haul ass from Florida up the East Coast. do their run, haul ass back down with another load back down, park the truck, have a couple of drinks. Next morning, they jump in his airplane and fly down to the Keys and hang out down there for 3 days every week. Man, that's a tough way to live. I'm so jealous. Julian used to live in North Bay. Well, you know what I'm talking about those highways up there. I'm not a truck driver, but I love it when I see an old school Peterbilt. Not a goofy bootlicker, so do I. I am a truck driver and I'm an old timer, and believe me, I still get a boner when I'm sitting here. I could sit here right now and some old fucking like an old 79, 80, anything like from the late 70s and 80s comes rolling into town here, and they hit the speed limit changes right here where we're sitting. So they'll start jaking and you'll hear that all the way down. I still get a boner when I hear that, man. I still get a boner when I hear that. I like driving motorcycles. You like riding motorcycles. Chicken Hawk, you looking for a new boyfriend or what? Trust me, Chicken Hawk's got himself a good woman. But if Special K ever leaves him, yeah, he might take you on there. He might take you on there. Not a goofy bootlicker. You never know with Chicken Hawk. You put enough liquor into that man, I don't think he'll say no to anything. He won't take any more, but he won't take a boyfriend, but he'll take a few more girlfriends. Yeah, I think Karen will have something to fucking say about that. Do you climax when you see the driver? John, that is the most ridiculous thing you could type on the screen. Do I climax when I see the driver? Do you? Fuck, do you? Now, mind you, there's some good-looking women truck drivers out here, but not enough to make you spit your gip when you see it, so no. Good morning, Greg. Greg Atchison, good to see you. Greg, for those of you that don't know, Greg's been with me a long fucking time. Greg's been with me, I think, since the channel pretty much started. Or at least from the convoy. I think Greg and his beautiful wife hooked up with us when we went down and we were in the convoy, and that's how Greg found us. So Greg is a longtime follower, a longtime subscriber, and he's always been a great supporter of our channel. And Greg, appreciate that. I've actually met Greg and his wife. How they came out to our place and we did a little barbecue and a camp out type deal at our place in Ontario. There, it was pretty cool to get to hang out with Greg and his wife. You an adrenaline farmer? I can be an adrenaline junkie from time to time. Awesome hoodie. You like this one? You like this one? Yeah, this one, you wear this one and you know that, somebody on the other side of that's going to make a comment, right? I haven't had one yet today. I set myself up for that one, John. All right, I'll give you a free one. John, you get a free one, okay? Batshit crazy. What's going on, baby? How the hell are you? Good to see you again. So when I landed on my back, it didn't even know I had crashed. Dude, you got to be careful about it. Crack kills. Yeah, it does. Trust me, I know. Been here since the convoy. How about you guys? Yeah, Donald, that's true. Donald's been around since the convoy as well. There's a few of you guys. Greg, Donald. I think I found Chicken Hawk near the end of that. Near the end of the convoy there. There's a whole wackiest that came along for the ride when we were in that convoy, and you've been stupid and crazy enough to stick around ever since. Think Ontario vote Lib again? Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you out of your mind? I don't think Ontario as a province can afford to vote Liberal. They can't afford it. They'll go fucking broke. Either that or the country will abandon them. Can we give a shout out to the lot lizards at the Love's gas station across America? Summer is approaching. Let them top you off inside the rig if it's not hot in there. Well, I'll tell you what, John. Here's the funny thing about the lot lizard situation. They don't walk. There are not a lot of lot lizards walking around truck stops anymore. They don't need to, right? They don't need to. It's not like the old days you used to roll in and your CB would chirp because there's a white van, panel van parked just down the road from the truck stop with 5 girls in it, and they all come walking out. And like all those days are gone, right? For the way of the lot lizards. Now, it's your phone. The lot lizards don't bother come knocking on doors and banging on doors anymore. They don't need to. I can order a lot lizard with my phone at a truck stop. I can pick up my phone and order a lot lizard online and have her to my truck in 30 minutes or she's free. It's like fucking ordering pizza, John. 30 minutes or it's free. So, unfortunately, the lot lizard situation is now the way of Domino's Pizza. Oh. You guys have been watching? Car wash guy, you've been watching since the convoy? I think we're due for another one, to be honest with you. Don't get me started on it. But I don't think the country would be in that bad a shape if another one came forward. There's a lot of topics in life, and there's a lot of things in Canada and the U.S. that need to be brought to light, and a good convoy and some loud voices and some megaphones and some good foot stomping would probably be a good thing right now. It'd be really good right now. I'm back. Kicked the back door in. Ooh, that hurt. Thanks, bog-eyed. Took one in the ass from you, did I? Attaboy. How are you so white? Well, what color would you like me to be? What color would you like me to be? Does color make a difference? Or are you talking about my face here? That's not white. That's chrome. I'm a old truck driver, man. This ain't gray hair. This is chrome, right? I've been chromed out. I'm a 69 Kenworth is what I am, right? I was born in 1969, so I'm a 69 Kenworth, and I've been well chromed out. I got a lot of miles. Why truck stop when it's all Instagram? Exactly, right? Toes, talk to you later, man. Thanks for popping in here. Shelly fan, the movies world what? The movies world what? I don't know what you're talking about. I got dad jokes for days. Drop a couple, that's cool if you want to drop a couple dad jokes. They don't have to be tasteful. Pizza equals pussy. I've yet to eat a piece of pussy that tastes like pizza, but that's just me. You know, chicken hawk, if it tastes like chicken, you keep on licking. If it tastes like trout, you get the fuck out. You live by it. That's my advice to you today, chicken hawk. Okay? That's just between you and me, all right? Just between you and me. That a Cuban cigar? No, this is a Nicaraguan cigar. This is an Alec Bradley. Lot lizards by phone being a new meaning to rent a wreck. Pretty. Oh, bug-eyed, that's awesome. Tom, that's fucking awesome. I never even thought about that. That is awesome, man. Oil up, buddy. How you doing, Street Master? Good to see you. Raz Studios says hi. Did you hear the rumor about butter? Uh-oh. Well, I'm not going to spread it. Oh, come on. You got to do better than that. Arrow Sniper, you got to do better than that. if you have a wife, then why you talking all these things? Frosty, it's no disrespect. I don't have a wife. I have a girlfriend. I have 3 ex-wives. But that's the nature of the trucking business. But I have a girlfriend. I have 3 ex-wives. But why am I talking all these things? Like what? Talking what? We're talking about lot lizards and shit like that because, you know, it's a fact of life. It's not like I'm saying that I partake in that. I don't partake in lot lizards and anything like that. But it is a fact of life. They're there. They're out there. They're working. They're doing, you know, and let's face it, all these lot lizards are good girls. They're just fine young girls doing it part-time just to get their way, just to get themselves through school. That's all they're doing is trying to get their way through university. And if there's guys out there that want to throw a little money at them to help them get through school, then fine. And if you believe any of that, I got some great swampland for you in fucking Arizona. Convey or convoy? Jeff Kendall, it was a convoy that conveyed a big message. Remember the Bolsheviks? No, I wasn't there. Before me and my boys do a burnout on your eggs. I think, Chicken Hawk, I think you pissed someone off. At least you're a taker, not a giver, Brian. Hey, you know what? I give as well as I take, but you know what? Every once in a while, you got to take one, right? Frosty, I'm 50. Yeah, man, I'm 55 years old. Greg Fartlander, Annex Canada. Oh, no, let's not do that. Whoever said why you're so racist? Whoever said that, why why are you so racist? I don't follow you there. Rita, don't play. I don't follow you. Elaborate on that. I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about. I want you to be orange like my favorite stunt by you. Now, like, get real. White. R.I.P. Gord Downey. You must be Forest Hill must be a good Canadian boy or girl. Good Canadian. If you know who Gord Downey is and you're saying R.I.P. Gord Downey. One of my biggest regrets was their final concert in Kingston is I didn't go see them. And I used to live like pretty much right there. I used to live like 20 minutes from Kingston. And they played that final concert in Kingston there, which was their hometown. And I didn't get a chance to go see them. And I wish that I had. I've seen the Tragically Hip many times. Many times. And fantastic band, fantastic music, great rock and roll. No, I didn't get to see the last one. Big regret there. Fish maybe? Jeff Kendall, fish maybe what? Yeah. What's going on, Jen? Good to see you. Hey, Will Burner, good to see you, man. You stop customer, what? You stop customer, the life, like, and the kids to hear. And is it the kids to hear? I don't know what the hell you're talking about, man. Oh, you stopped the live. Taco Bell. Dude, have you heard a rumor about the butter? Well, I'm not going to spread it. Yeah, okay, we heard that one. Bye, I'm reporting. Do you do trucking? Do I do trucking? Yeah, actually I do. It's what I do for a living. I'm a truck driver. I'm an owner-operator by trade. Somebody's reporting me, though, so let's get the reporting done. Stop smoking. Ah, come on. You guys lay off to stop smoking or I'll just start banning you out of here. What kind of cigar? It's an Alec Bradley. Don't drop the ash. Yeah, that's you got to watch when you're sitting in the car, right? Next thing you know, you look down or you'll feel a heater on the end of your dick. Too many children are way too self-righteous in the chat. Focus on your own lives. Well, not just the kids. It's some people in general. Everybody should just pay attention to their own life and let everybody else just live theirs. Everybody has it. Everything has its purpose. No way, Jose. I agree with that. Absolutely agree with that. Maya says hi. Everyone needs money. Well, yeah. Everyone needs money to some level. Um, but money is one of those things that can be replaced. You can always make more money. Focus on your life on what's more important than money. What's more important than money? Values and time. Time is probably one of the most important things in your life, and you don't even fucking realize it. You people don't even realize how important time is in your life. Your friends, you can always get more friends. Money, you can make more money. Material things, everything can be replaced. I can lose everything tomorrow. Everything. My car, my truck, my business, my money, my house, I can lose it all. And I can get it back. I can always make more money. I can always make more. I can always get it back. Time is the one thing in life you will never, ever, ever be able to get back. So what you do with your time is the most important thing in your day. Use your time wisely. And I'm not saying that I'm fucking a professional at this. I fuck my days away too once in a while, you know. I mishandle or mismanage my time as well, as just as much as anybody else. But it's a lesson in life at 55 that I'm learning very quickly, that as I'm getting older and my time that I have left is becoming less and less, how I manage that time and what I do with that time is more important than how much money I can make and how many friends I can gather, and how much shit I can, how many material things, how many cars, how many motorcycles, how many women, that's not important. My time, the time that I spend with my girlfriend is important. I can't get that time back if I don't do it. The time I spend with my children, the time I taking time for myself, doing things that I love to do. I can't, if I don't, who wants to be laying on their fucking deathbed and going, damn, I wish I had more time? Everybody. But who wants to be laying on their deathbed and go, damn, I wish I'd have done this. I wish I'd have done that. I really wish I'd have done, no, I don't want to do that. I really wish, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to pass on, do not smoke on live. Yeah, okay. The wee Scottish redhead just scored us tickets to see Disturbed on the 25th anniversary, and she's definitely a keeper, bro. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. You better lock her down there, Tom. I'm just fucking quickly banging through these because there's just a lot of nonsense here. Life, liberty, and freedom are the most important. Not, you know what? I can't disagree with you. They really are. But you can't have any of that without time management. You are you? You are you? Can I come to the wedding? If it's a big if she says yes, which is a big if, I don't know. I've seen you. You're marrying. If she says yes, you do know you're marrying way out of your class, right? So if she says yes, will I be getting an invitation? Hey? Call the police for what? Because I'm smoking? There's no law saying I can't smoke on a YouTube. It's my channel. I own the channel. I own the rights to the name of the channel. Mind your business. Probably haven't been invited to a wedding since your own wedding. You know what, KC, Jacob, you're absolutely right. Real men inhale cigars. It's not a prop to think you're cool. The machinist, you're absolutely wrong. Real men do not inhale cigars. Trust me. Okay? You don't inhale a cigar. It's not a cigarette. You don't get the flavor. Cigars are for flavor. You get the nicotine through the pores of your mouth. Okay, you don't get fucking nicotine from inhaling it. I'll have to babysit Tyke. I don't know if I'm up to that task there, buddy. You're asking a hell of a lot. You think I'm going to babysit Tyke? That's a pretty big ask. What were you doing when Bryan Adams released Summer of '69? No way, Jose. I would have been late teens. I think that was off Bryan Adams' Reckless album, right? I think it was off his album Reckless. I would have been late teens, I think, for that. Then what was I doing? I was probably sitting on a patio drinking something or smoking something or doing whatever it was. It probably wasn't legal and it wasn't right. That's for sure. I'm all good with that today, though. Who's winning the Stanley Cup? I don't know who's going to win it this year. I'd like to see a Canadian team win it. I know it won't be Toronto. I think the only team that might actually have a chance might be Edmonton. Maybe Toronto, but Toronto's going to choke, right? And I haven't seen hell freeze over, so I don't think. Nate says Winnipeg, maybe the Jets. Maybe. I'd like to see a Canadian team do it. Here's the funny thing about that. People, I joked about this yesterday, right? All of the American teams, all of the best players on the American teams are either Canadian or European. It's just a fact of life. Canada produces the best hockey players in the world. Salut! David, how are you? David Deschamps. Good to see you, man. Canada puts out the best hockey players in the world. You can't argue with me on that. Okay? We've got more World Cups. We got more world titles. We got more blah, blah, blah. Hey, you can't argue with that. Canada puts out the best hockey players in the world. And if you look at all the Canadian American teams, the best hockey players on all the American teams are Canadian and European. Exotic Reese says hi. Good to see you. Are you smoking a hot dog? No. Have you ever lit a hot dog on fire? Or Russian? Stop and Shop Sports or Russian? Agreed. Well, when I say European, I would put the Russians in there, right? The Russians, the Czechs, the Finns, the Swedes. Those are all fantastic fucking. All those countries produce fantastic hockey players, but they're not Canadian. Look at this. I've started a fucking shitstorm here. No, hockey is more of a Canadian sport, so I won't argue with you. Plus, not a big hockey fan anyway. You know what? I'm not a huge hockey fan. I am a bandwagon jumper. When the Stanley Cup starts, I'll jump on the bandwagon and root for one team. But I won't follow a hockey all season long. I just don't do it. Right? I just don't do it. I am European. Well, damn good to see you. Thanks for popping in here. What are we smoking? We're smoking an Alec Bradley cigar. Matt says, go Blackhawks. Go Chicago. Who do you think's winning the Stanley Cup this year? I don't, like I said, Stop and Shop. I don't know, man. I don't have a clue. Like I said, I'd like it to be a Canadian team, but I will not hold my breath. I won't. Tariff the hot dogs. They've already been, actually, you can't tariff the hot dogs because anything coming from Honduras, Guatemala, Nicaragua, Dominican, Cuba, any of them, they don't come through the U.S., so Trump can't tariff them. Stop and Shop. I'd like to see Detroit. I'd like to see Detroit get leveled back up to the greatness it once was at one time. That city could absolutely fucking use it. I mean, I don't know if you've been the last time any of you were ever through Detroit. You might as well. Like, everything's boarded up. It looks like it's been burned down, blown up. It's the fucking Detroit is just a fucking dumpster fire, and it used to be a great city. Detroit used to be a great city, and you know what? It might still be a good city, but man, when you drive through it, let me tell you, you got one hand on your wallet and the other one on your fucking 9mm because fuck, it's bad. Bandito, Stogie Saturday morning. Oh, can you think of a better way to spend Saturday morning? The way to go. Went to Detroit about a year ago. Yeah, then you know what I'm talking about. The Gordie Howe Bridge is opening soon. When is that slated, Greg? When is that supposed to be happening? I hope they boot up the late 70s assembly lines. It'll never happen, Nate. It won't happen, man. Unfortunately, Susie already said she's dumb enough to marry me. She even suggested to have a biker rally at our wedding. She must be nuts, Brad. You know what, man? I'm loving her more now. Just hearing you say that, I'm loving her myself. Love that woman. You're lucky. You better nail her down, son. Ah. They are, eh? Yeah, Stop and Shop. They're tearing down all the banded up houses with the draft coming to Detroit. I bought it at over 80 million or something. I hope something. Detroit needs a break. Detroit really does. It's just after the big three went under, Detroit kind of failed. Yeah, but it wasn't just Detroit as well, eh? Because funny thing about Detroit, Windsor is just on the other side of that. So Windsor relied very heavily, very, very heavily. Windsor relied on the big three auto in Detroit. And when Detroit fucking tanked, Windsor tanked right after it. And it affected all the way from Windsor all the way to London. Because if you look all along the 401 from Windsor to London, all of those places, there's a lot of manufacturing and they were support companies for the big three. You know, all the companies that did all the seats, the steering wheels, all the stuff, the support stuff that go into the vehicles, all got made in Canada, and it was all along that stretch of highway. And all of that shit the bed as well. So I'd like to see that start back up again. Okay, so it's going to open September this year, the Gordie Howe Bridge. That's impressive. Yeah, how many kabillions did they spend on that? Detroit is I hate to say this, but you know what? Senny Matz, you might be right. Detroit is the only city I can probably afford after living in Seattle, DC, and San Diego. I'll just learn and combat. You might have to, man. You might have to. Yeah. Who the hell can afford to live anywhere these days, eh? Quick question, Brian. Would you be allowed in the UK? My buddy from Florida can't get in. Yes, I should be allowed. There is nothing criminally that would prevent me from entering the UK. I have a valid passport. It's in good standing. There's nothing, short of a bad English accent that I'm going to make fun of you with. But other than that, there's nothing that should prevent me to get into England. The only thing that would prevent me from coming would be nothing really. The weather. Not a big fan of the British weather. But otherwise, for you, I might be willing to make that sacrifice and take the dive and come over and gorge my. I tell you right now, if I end up coming over there and I'm there for a week, I'm just going to live on fish and chips for a week. That's all I'm eating, dude, is fish and chips. Okay? You're not going to get me going, oh, no, you're going to try this, and I need you to try. Fuck off with all of that, Crag Rat. Just fish and chips for lunch and dinner. I don't eat breakfast, and I very rarely eat lunch, so I just want, like, 3 great big pieces of fish and a big basket of fucking chips for dinner, and a stogie. Dude, I'll take whatever bike you and the old lady aren't riding. I'll take the, is the Harley running? If you got the Harley running, I'll run that. Whatever. Dude, I am not picky. I'm there. I'd be coming there to honor you and your girlfriend for your wedding. I really don't give a fuck what bike you're. Banger, give wheel burner some bangers and squib. Ugh. Ugh. I'd be living on fish and chips and maybe mashed potatoes and gravy. That's it. You're not getting me with any steak and kidney pie or fucking, oh, I could eat an English meatloaf. They're not bad. Got her 1100 Shadow. If that's running, I'll ride that. Give him an 18-speed pedal bike. Make it a twin shift. Give it a twin shift. Liver and onions. Oh, goofy bootlicker. Fuck. Take that off the screen. That's almost, that's you're a communist even say that. Liver and onions. Something wrong with you, man. I don't know how anybody eats a fucking, my father used to eat liver. Oh, God damn it, man. No wonder the man was so fucking twisted. God. Liver, onion, and bacon. No. See, even Chicken Hawk's getting involved here. Fuck, no way. Greg is decent over here for quick food. Yeah. Jamie, I'm telling you, I'm not eating any English food. Nothing. Liver and onions. What's that Scottish haggis? I don't know if they serve that in England, but that's blood pudding. Greg, go fucking, you're twisted. I'm not eating any of that. No. Fish and chips. Mashed potatoes and gravy. I can live on that for a week, 10 days. Not a problem. Not a problem. That 10 speed and then take them down a bumpy road. English breakfast. Okay, there's only one thing of the English breakfast I will eat, right? And I'll eat jockey on horseback, right? Any of you Englishmen know what the fuck I'm talking about? Yeah, and I might actually, that's a good idea, bootlicker. I'll bring my own steak with me, right? Steak and eggs. I'll bring my own steak. I'll grab myself half a dozen New York cut steaks, 10-ounce New York steaks out of Alberta here. What I'll do is I'll ship them to your place before I get there. Prime rib, Yorkshire pudding, and cream spinach. You got me with the prime rib and the Yorkshire pudding, but the cream spinach, Chicken Hawk, you're fucking starting to get a little wobbly here. I'm starting to wonder about you. Yes, he did, Chicken Hawk. It's a 95. But beans with everything. Okay, brown beans. I don't mind the brown beans as long as they're homemade. Like, I don't mind brown beans out of the can, like the Heinz or whatever like that. But I like homemade brown beans. I really do love homemade brown beans. They're not bad. You just don't want to be around me 8 hours later. Like, I've eaten brown beans in the truck and had to sleep with my own windows open because it's so bad. So. Bentley Thacker, 999, good to see you. Hi. What's the price of fuel in the UK at the moment? Oh, I don't know. It's probably fucking something stupid. £1.75 per liter. So I don't know what the exchange is. Greg, you're gonna have to do the exchange on what a pound. I think the pound is almost the same as. I think the pound is pretty close to the American dollar. Why does everybody I see be smoking cigars? I don't know. It all depends on where you've been hanging out there, right? Paula, it's up to you. Red Lady, damn good to see you. There's one of our members. Red Lady's always a pleasure to see you. Hopefully you're doing well this morning, sweetheart. Shadow only came in 750. No, you could. I don't think you get the Shadow now in 1100. It's 750, 1100, and I think at one point they were they were teetering with an 1800. I don't think they ever made it though. Marcus, for real, man, that's what I'm saying. But have you ever walked through the front door of your house and actually stepped on the back windshield? The back windshield? Stepped on the back windshield? Not this week. Okay, we're gonna time out Crag Rat here for talking nonsense here. Bacon, eggs, sausage, beans, fried bread, mushrooms, tomatoes, black pudding, haggis, and somebody time him out for a couple of minutes, please. Take away his right to talk. Chicken Hawk, time out Crag Rat for like 2 minutes or something. Damn it. Take care, ride free. Donald, good to see you, man. What's up, Rosie Red Cheek? You know what? I got the window down. It's only like fucking 5 or 6 degrees here, and it's a little windy. So, yeah, I got the red cheeks going. It's a little chilly. This is your weekend off. Oh. Have you got donates this stream? What do you mean, donates? Are you able to send money? Yeah, you can send super chats if you want. I don't keep the money. Most of any money that gets donated to this channel gets redonated to Forgotten Angels. So we don't keep any money. So if any money gets sent in, if any money gets sent in, it's going to get donated. Hope you're having a pleasant day, boss man. I just woke up and wanted to spread some positivity. Go and make someone else's day, y'all. Mr. Wanja, thanks for saying that. Thanks for popping in. We appreciate it. Keep talking. I'm almost finished. Well, you should be done by now. What province you in? Nate, I'm in Alberta. I am southern Alberta. Isa says, hi. I want to touch you. Oh, I don't think you want to do that. Say no to pork. Oh, I love pork. My grandmother rode a 1200 Goldwing. You know what? I've ridden actually, I never rode a Goldwing. I rode an Interstate. Same thing. One's Honda, one's Yamaha. But they're fun and they're comfortable. But that's all they are. They're not really out there for like the classic ride and you go. They're nice bikes. They're awful big. Love from Germany. Ah, man. Thanks for popping in. ADP Dino, how are you? I'm doing all right. £1.70. Did I say that right? £1.75. So I don't know what that is with the conversion, but bacon is good. Pork chops are good. Oh, pork chops are delicious. I love pork chops. Barbecued pork chops, man. Have I ever smoked a pink cigar? No, not today. Not ever, actually. Shake your booty. My ass is a little fucking too old to be shaking around these days. Hey, nice. The gun on my profile is a 209 year gun. I don't know what a 209 year gun is. 322 a liter. Holy fuck, Greg. Are you serious? That's 322 a liter. Right now, gas, like where I live right now, I filled this car up the other day. It was $1.17. $1.17 a liter. Are you fucking kidding me? That is absolutely fucking astronomically ridiculous. You need 2 jobs just to run your car. Just to put gas in your car. You guys might as well be running on fucking riding motorcycles. Holy Christ. Nate, you're in Manitoba. You're 2 provinces that way, buddy. Your two provinces in about 3 hours from where I am. In 3 hours, I can be in Saskatchewan, and about 7 hours past that, I can be in Manitoba. So, how about I just pop over and see you this afternoon? You can make dinner. I learned to ride on a 1980s Goldwing. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Red Lady is new to the motorcycle. Well, I'm not going to say new. She's been riding now, what? Crystal, what? At least over a year. A couple of, well, probably closer to 2 now. So, but she started riding bikes a little later, right? She didn't take to it like a lot of us that were doing it when we were, in our teens and early 20s when we all started. But I think that's awesome when somebody that's, a little later picks up the hobby or picks it up and starts riding. That's fantastic. I'm really glad that you and Sterling ride. I think it's fucking awesome. It's a really cool thing for a couple to do, right? You guys got nothing to do, hop on the bikes for an afternoon, go for a fucking ride. You guys have documented it many a time. I think that's awesome. And not exactly the easiest bike in the world. I don't know why Sterling would teach you to ride on a Goldwing. Hey, Brian. Happy Easter, bud. Good to see you, Robin. Good to see you, man. How the hell are you this morning? Is it still morning? Yeah, you're only an hour ahead of me, so it's 10 o'clock or 10:06 there. So, yeah, good to see you, man. Hopefully you're doing well, man. Play Devil Went Down to Georgia. I love that song. $2. $2. Appreciate that, man. $2. Hey, $2 is $2. It's $2 more than I had 2 minutes ago. Yeah. I know you're supposed to light your cigars with fucking matches, but it's too windy right now. Do I even have matches with me? I do have matches with me somewhere. You're supposed to light a cigar with your with matches. They're not supposed to be lit by a lighter. Got any Easter plans, Caden? I don't have any Easter plans. Really, I don't. My girl, she's working all through the weekend. She works in the oil field, in the oil business, in the oil field business, I guess. And the company that she works for, they run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. They don't even shut down on Christmas. Their operations run all day, all night, all year. And her particular title and what she does is she's required to work. So she works 13 hours a day. She works 7 days in a row, 13 hours, and then she'll get 7 days off. So she's in the middle of her 7-day hitch. So she'll work until till Wednesday, and then she's off on Wednesday, and then she'll be off for 7 days. I'll look at that in a minute there, Craig Rat. And then she'll be off for 7 days. So unfortunately, she's working through the holidays and everything like that. I might go into Calgary tomorrow to do some dinner and whatnot with my brother and his wife. And but that might, that's about the extent of it. I'll grab my dog and head into town because, like I said, my girl's got to work tomorrow anyway, so I might just do that. It's only a 40-minute drive or a 45-minute drive from my place to my brother's place. So, what kind of cigar? Coach Jean-Philippe, this is an Alec Bradley. Not a high-end cigar by any means, but a really good cigar. Kawasaki ZX-10R, 2010, 198 horsepower, 227 mile-an-hour top speed, 163 kg dry weight, and I weigh 70 kilograms. That's a pretty good power to weight to power ratio. The ZX, 10R, 2010. We back then. See, I'm not a big rice burner. Like I don't like them. I've ridden them. I used to be big with the GSXRs, the Suzukis, the GSXRs 750 and 1100, and I had a friend of mine named Patty O'Connor, and him and his brother, Pat had the GSXR 750. His brother Neil had the ZX11, the Kawasaki ZX11. That thing was a fucking rocket. And he also had a GSXR 1100. So he had two of the big bikes, right? The ZX11 and the GSXR 1100. And Pat was on the 750. Neil was on the GSXR 1100, and I had the ZX11. And I know it means nothing to you guys because you don't know the time frames and the distances. But we went from Mississauga, Ontario, all the way to Buffalo, all the way to the border in Buffalo. Okay, now that's damn near almost a 2-hour drive, and we did it in 55 minutes on those bikes, the three of us on those bikes. We were screaming. You know, by the time we got over the border and got to the bar, the engines on those bikes were doing that, you know, you get that tick, tick, tick sound. Oh, we just killed it. We went through a speed, we were on the QEW going through Oakville, and we went through a speed trap, and the cop just went, yeah, fuck it. No, don't worry about it. Just let them go. They weren't even going to bother chasing us. I don't even know what the radar gun went off at. Yeah, do I hunt? A 200-year-old gun. Okay. I don't shoot 200-year-old guns. In my luck, it would explode. Coach Jean-Philippe, in Quebec, it's $1.59. Yeah, you guys are getting raped up pretty good in Quebec. But I think it's your taxes over there, is it not? You guys pay so much tax. What's for dinner? Brian, tonight? Tonight I'm doing dinner for just me and the lady, and it is fettuccine Alfredo, chicken fettuccine Alfredo. I listened to this. I actually broke down last night and ate salmon. I cooked it myself for her, and I made salmon and with a nice sauce and some rice. But I don't eat anything healthy. You guys know I don't eat healthy. I don't eat fish. I broke down last night and ate salmon, and it really wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. There's another $2. Play Devil went down to Georgia. Dude, I can't play it in the car, and I'm certainly not going to sing it. I'm not going to sing it. It's a great song, though. Love Charlie Daniels, all to death. Oh. I don't know how I managed that. Got my woman's hair all over me. Wheel burner only hunts two-legged deer? Yeah. 2 years. Yeah, that's what I thought, Red Lady. 2 years. And in 2 years, you've come a long fucking way. I know people that have been riding 3 to 5 years that don't ride as well as you do. So, man, got to go have a good day. Nate, thanks for popping in. Patrick Stock, I'm 12. I'm sorry to hear that. Our gas is $5.50 over here. $5.50 what, a liter? Guyette, where are you? What country are you in? $5.55, that's ridiculous. Alexander Santana from Brazil. Oh man, welcome from Brazil. Had a 79 KZ1000. Oh my God, strap on, Greg? Strap on and hold on. Damn. I bet you wish you still had that. I love riding with Sterling. Well, I have dropped that bike a few times, but I handled her. Hey, you know what? You're going to drop it. Every single one of us that has ridden over all these years has dropped a bike. I've dropped one at 55 miles an hour, right? That's how I ended up in some of the condition and shape I've got with the hips and the knees and da-da-da-da-da. So believe me, I've dumped a bike. I've dumped a bike in my own driveway, and I wasn't even riding it. Okay, so don't feel bad about dumping a bike. You're probably gonna dump it again, but before you're finished riding. That's right. You're $2 richer than 2 minutes ago. That's the way I look at it. The youngest is here, and the kids and grandbaby are coming for dinner. Attaboy. Attaboy. That's how you do it, man. Family. Bring your family in. Spread the love. Bring the family in. Let the kids know they're loved. Take care of them. Let the grandbabies know they're loved. Take care of them. Yeah. It's a 200-year-old gun in my profile. Well, like I said, I can't fuck around with a 200-year-old gun because my luck it would blow up in my face. Are from Canada, Alexandra? Yeah, I'm from Canada. I live in Alberta, Canada. $5.60 a liter. Guy, that is insane. It's $1.49 per liter in Sweden. I'm like I said, I paid $1.17 here, and that's really good. Right? I don't know what it is in other spots across the country. Robin, what's the price of gas in Manitoba where you're at? It's gotta be probably close to what I'm at. Yeah, what are you cooking them for dinner? Yeah, I saw the photo come in, but I can't go look at it obviously because I'm sitting on the phone. Please don't cook them any shit sandwiches. Mm. Cocaine, yay? Okay, hello. Suzuki 5E5 rotary. I don't know what the hell that is, Robin. What is that? Oh my God, you remind me of Angry Grandpa. Oh my God, well, I've never heard that before. $3.40 a gallon near me. $3.40 is not bad. You know, I know some places are still over $4. New York's still over $4. New Jersey's over $4. You get down into Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina, that kind of shit. You get down into the 320, 330. Friend of mine, Jeremy, I know he was down in North Carolina last week, and I think fuel diesel for him was like 326 or something. He got a really good deal on that. We talk gasoline in liters. Yeah, because we figured out the metric system. You guys couldn't figure it out, so you just went, nah. The only country in all fucking world that's still doing imperial. Still doing imperial. Gallons, inches, miles. Which is funny as hell because Chicken Hawk, if you asked me to go drive, if you and me were in the truck, say I was driving your truck, and you said, okay, Brian, drive a mile. From dead stop, drive a mile. I could probably nail it within a couple of yards of driving a mile. But if you asked me, Chicken Hawk, to go drive a kilometer, is my dick longer in the metric system? Of course it is, right? If you got a 4-inch dick, that means you got a 9-centimeter dick. So would you rather be a 4 or a 9? Hey, the metric system will work for you. What does that say? Oh, this Canada, I can't be here. I boycott the monarchy. Well, we don't have much to do with the monarchy. Let me tell you, we have no use for it. We don't abide by it. It has no power or say over us. King Turd over there, Charles the Turd, he's nothing to us. Could care less about him. So eh. If the fact that Canada used to be a part of the British Empire bothers you, sorry, but we're pretty much on our own. Detective Plays, say hi. Says hi. How you doing, man? I can smell the cigar from the screen. Well, then you're enjoying it because it's a really good smell. 86 likes. Guys, do me a favor. Tap that like button for me, would you? I won't ask you for the sub. Sub if you want. That's entirely up to you, but do me a favor and hit that like button. It's all I got. Morning chat. Good to see you, man. Frosty, are you badly influencing by... You are badly influencing by smoking cigar. Let me tell you, there's a lot of things out there in life that are a lot... that will influence the youth a lot worse than me sitting here smoking a cigar. I guarantee goddamn to you that. I forgot how gravity works, yeah? Put your hands behind your back and fall forward. You'll remember real quick how gravity works. Everything was part of the British Empire at some point. Yeah, you're not wrong, car wash guy. Absolutely. You British by chance? Not a chance in hell. I am not British by chance. Is that a Cuban? No, it's a Nicaraguan. Shout out Cape Town. Okay, Cape Town, there you go. David Bigler, nice cigar. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm about 2/3 done it. It's a nice Alec Bradley, really smooth, good flavor changes, real smooth flavor changes, really good cigar. Not overly expensive. You have been streaming for 3 days. Well, I go every morning. Right? I go every morning. So, or I've been trying to go every morning, but you know, life happens and things happen. So some you might miss a day here and there, but yeah, I enjoy streaming, doing lives. I like doing what we're doing here, just shooting the shit, having fun, talking. What's going on there? Wow, hello, bro. Good to see you. Sean Rowland, nice cigar. Yeah, thanks, man. If you got one, smoke it. If you're drinking it, drink it. The thing you're smoking kind of looks like a sausage. Well, it's so far we've been told it looks like a hot dog, but South Africa, y'all are waking up. We're all going to bed. It's evening around here, bub. Well, you know what? South Africa, well, I got, like I said, I got a daughter that lives in Australia. She's in Melbourne, so I think she's 16 hours ahead. And my other daughter's in Bali. So she's, I think, 17 hours ahead. Something like that. So, yeah, well, if you're going to bed, well, you know what? Have a good night. Hope we entertained you, gave you something to go to bed with. How can you afford all the cigars when you're not working? How do you know I'm not working? How do you know what I got going? Nobody knows what I got going. Just because I'm not in a truck doesn't mean I don't have something on the back burner. Come on now. My aunt stays in Maryland, USA. I'm in Cape Town, South Africa. Nice, man. Caleb, nice try. $1.17.9. That's what I pay. So you're about the same as I am. Detective plays, I'm 55. I usually put weed in my cigars. You know what? I would if I was allowed. But unfortunately, the provincial and federal governments prefer that I stay drug and alcohol free. Just because I usually end up with a bad habit and find myself in jail. When I used to smoke a cigar, going from cigarettes, and I threw up everywhere. Random. I smoked cigars. I smoked cigarettes for years. I quit smoking about 16 years ago, cigarettes. But I smoked cigarettes from the age of about 15 all the way up to about, like I said, about 15 years ago. So that would have been when I was 40. And then, but I've smoked cigars from my early 20s, and I've never quit that. I've always smoked cigars. It's not good to smoke weed. Well, Bradley, you know what? In some areas, I got to disagree. Even though I don't smoke it myself, I do believe in a lot of the medicinal purposes of weed, of the CBD, even the THC, which gets you fucking high. But I know that weed is fantastic for anxiety, ADHD. Like there are really good medicinal purposes for marijuana. I don't partake in it only because I'm a recovered drug addict, right? So I don't take any drugs and I don't drink alcohol at all. But that doesn't mean that there's not some really good factors about marijuana that people can't use. I happen to know for a fact because two of my children, well, all of my kids smoke. Pretty much all my kids smoke pot, but two of them use it medicinally, and it has done a world of good for them, absolute world of good for them. So I got to say that it's some people say it's not good to smoke weed. If and let's face it, if you're a weed smoker, it's not like you're a heroin junkie or a cocaine junkie. Nobody's ever fucking walked into a fucking bar and had a bunch of people stoned on weed and a fight breaks out. That ain't gonna happen. You got a bunch of stoned people, a bunch of potheads, and they're stoned. The worst that's gonna happen is they're gonna eat all your fucking potato chips. That's the worst thing that's gonna happen. Very few are gonna want to get into a fight. They just don't have the energy. So, I can think of other drugs that are a whole lot worse than fucking marijuana. Let me tell you. How many sex slaves do I have? I got one. Actually, I don't have one. She's got me. Tobacco is a damn drug, but hey, Tor, I agree. I can't disagree with you there, 100%. The nicotine in this cigar is technically it's a drug. But when I say that I'm drug and alcohol free or drug free, I'm talking narcotic. Okay, I'm talking like I was a coke fiend. I inhaled half a Columbia worth of cocaine and crack. Okay, I loved cocaine and I loved crack. I wasn't big with heroin or anything like that. I wasn't an LSD junkie. I didn't do all that much with LSD, but I was a coke fiend. And I was an alcoholic. I drank. If it was liquid and there's alcohol in it, from mouthwash down to fucking Jack Daniels, I would drink it. So, but I do agree with you 100%. 100%. The nicotine in this tobacco, in this cigar, is technically a drug. And am I addicted to it? 100%. 100%. Medicinal ain't shit, bub. You should try it straight from the earth. No lab, no tab. My kids grow up right in the backyard. Right in the backyard, right from beginning to end, right? It's planted, it gets grown, it gets harvested, and then they smoke it all fucking winter long, right? So right out of the ground, no chemicals. Doritos to stoner is like birdseed to sparrows. You know what? Bull. And the funny thing is, I'm still a Dorito junkie. I still fucking love Doritos. Love them. Love them to death. So is sugar. David Bigler, you're right. Sugar is a drug. Technically, you can be addicted. We are addicted to it, right? It's in our pop. It's in our coffee. It's in fucking sugars in everything. You find a product without sugar, unless it gets advertised sugar-free or no sugar. Otherwise, yeah, coffee's a drug. Listen, I'm not going to say that what is and what isn't. I'm just talking about like the hard chemical shit that I used to fuck around with, that almost killed me, right? Didn't do that much LSD. I wasn't big on the hallucinogens, Chicken Hawk. I didn't like it that much. I would take it from time to time, but I was more a speed freak, man. I wanted to be wound up and go. wind up and go. And Coke did that for me, right? I could go, we'd break out the Coke and we'd break out and you're looking at 3-4 days worth of just speeding, just ripping through life. Thanks, TJ. Appreciate that. Do not stop smoking cigars. You do you. And that's all, that's all I kindly ask. I don't bother anybody else about their habits. Don't bother me about mine. Like I said, I don't do drugs. I don't do alcohol. I don't have a harem of women. I don't have any expensive bad habits. I don't have any big expensive hobbies. If the only thing I got going right now is that I smoke cigars, hey, throw me a bone. Leave me alone. I don't care what your fucking gig is. I don't bother you about it. Whatever your gig is, go get it. It's entirely up to you. I'll respect that. Respect the fact that I enjoy my cigars. Congrats on kicking the nasty stuff. It ain't easy. Well, you know what? Fall Spectacular, you're right. It wasn't easy, but it's been a while. It's been March 21st of 1993 is my dry day. So I've been alcohol-free and drug-free for 32 years. And believe me, it's easy now, but it wasn't easy then. It was horrible. Melt, the trick is don't beat yourself up if you don't get it, right? If you don't get it the first time and you fall off the wagon and you're doing it, just keep trying. Very few people, when it comes to any kind of drug rehabilitation or alcohol rehabilitation, very few people get it the first time. They'll get a short little burst and then stumble and fall, and then they'll do it again, and then they'll stumble. Very few people. But don't get down on yourself and don't get frustrated and go, oh, fuck this, don't do it. Keep going. Keep trying. Why did you choose to be an old white man in a car and not a young white man in a car? Like I had a choice, Negan. Like I had a choice. Yo. To get the crystal meth I mailed you, I need you to start working on flipping that package and paying me back. Upstart, let me tell you right now, to be a drug dealer in this day and age, it's not like it was back in the day, back in the late 80s, late 80s, early 90s, where you could do all of this shit. You could have a whole setup going, and we're not going to discuss it, but being a drug dealer in the 80s and early 90s was a whole lot easier than doing it today. It is a whole new world of technology today. And to be a drug dealer today, man, you better have your shit wired tight. You better have your shit wired tight, because with the new technology and cameras and videos and computers and internet, and you can't get away with fucking nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. Yeah, Doritos is my chip of choice. Mine too. Just plain Doritos, though, Bull. Plain Doritos. Just nothing, not the fucking ranch or the cheesy. Just plain old-fashioned, the original Doritos. I say, away, unless the craving is unbearable, then I will share a small bag with... You're a nicer guy than I am. You really are. I won't share my Doritos with fucking nobody. You stick your hand in my Dorito bag, you lose a hand. Sterling Trucking Delivers is finally in the house. I'll give you the big one there, Sterling. Clutch Trucker had to put his dog Rusty down. R.I.P. I did not hear that. Matty Patty the Third, smoking is going to kill you. Oh, I guarantee you, Matty Patty, There's about 7,000 things around this world that are going to kill me long before this fucking cigar does. I promise you that. My Hero Academy, I love her. Say hi. Living good. Morning. Enjoy that cigar. I'm lighting an Olivia. Hey, there you go. Maduro this morning with joy. Hey, light it up. Enjoy it. Copycat says hello. There you go, Casey. Good cigarette. Cigars are great. Thank you. That is good to hear. You got a lot of negativity about the cigars, but in the category outstanding writing team 70, what the hell are you saying? The Queen and the River. I don't have a clue what the hell you're talking about, man. Life kills. So did bacon, eggs, steak, cheese at one time too. We found out in the early 90s, out in the 90s, early 2000s, health knowledge was 100% wrong. Absolutely. Absolutely. We were doing shit back then being told that was going to kill us that was absolutely wasn't. And there was stuff they were saying was good for us that was killing us. Hey? Salty Patrick, good to see you. You have to be ready to quit to be successful at it. It's about being sick of being at the bottom. It's Salty Badger. It's like being, you gotta be sick and tired of being sick and tired. Right? When you finally had enough and you're sick and tired of being sick and tired is when you're probably ready to quit. How do you know? How do you know though? How do you know what? When you've had enough? You know you've had enough when you just can't fucking get up and do it anymore. Or when, in my case, when you're sitting there watching all the people around you that you've lived with and you've carried on with and you've ridden with and these are your brothers, and when you're watching them die or be killed or go to jail, and you know that you're on the same path, and when that finally takes its toll, you know, you bottom out, and that's what it's called. You bottom out, you hit rock bottom. My rock bottom was I watched somebody else die. Somebody very important in my life that I love very much, was very dear to me. He died. And that was my bottom. I was done right there. That was my bottom. I could not do anymore, and I finally let go. My drug of preference is coffee. Freshly wild, you know what? Mine too. I've got, mine are cigar and coffee. My two drugs of choice. You know, if I could make my woman a drug, she'd be it. But I got one mouthful of coffee and about fucking 7 minutes of cigar, and then this live is over. So, damn good to see you, sick bastard. You guys go live. I'm assuming you guys already went live and did your 30-minute coffee break this morning. Unfortunately, I had my hands full here, and just been out here raging and racking and having some fun, so I missed it with you. Are you special? Oh, it depends on how you define special. Was I sitting at the back of the bus licking the window? No. Like you're gonna die smoking? No. It's good you can't sell drugs. Are we being? Are you being what? Are we being free? I don't know. Brian, you see the photo of the wee Scottish redhead? 1,000-pound banger. She's selling it because it's far too big and heavy. $1,000. 1,000. So that's what, like $1,600 Canadian for me, and then I'd have to ship it over here. That'd probably cost me another $1,600 fucking dollars. This guy hooked up with his cousin. I live by him. Let's go, Brandon. Where have I seen? I've seen you. I know I've seen your name. I don't know if I've seen your channel. Everybody talks about it. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. Anything with Old Dutch. Anything Old Dutch. I was flying yesterday. Shane, the great. If you just want to protect yourself from dealing with someone's make problem stuff, just ignore them and walk away. That's all I do. There's nothing anybody can say that's going to hurt my feelings or insult me or anybody. If anybody wants to commit me with anything, go ahead, knock yourself out. I've got big shoulders. Whatever you want to say it. As long as you're picking on me, you're leaving somebody else alone. Michelle Moore, how about Doritos dipped in cottage cheese? Oh, Michelle, are you a communist? I'm joking. I'm not asking you if you're a communist. I'm just, how could you do, how can you do that to a perfectly good Dorito? It's so yummy. I'm not even going to go home and try that. I've got Doritos at home and I've got cottage cheese. I ain't even going to fucking do that. Like my girl dips certain chips in fucking sour cream. I can't even do that. It's like, fuck, that's disgusting. Ooh. Ooh, there's a time and a place for sour cream and cottage cheese, and it ain't with a Dorito. You ain't taking anybody's hand off. No. It was rock bottom. Mine was a rock bottom. When you're watching people die, that's a rock bottom. There's so much research on how drugs kill. Yeah, it's the whole world is covered with it. Gotta go, bub. Keith, good seeing you. Thanks for stopping in from South Africa. Nobody cares? If nobody cares and nobody listens, that's fine too. Don't care. If I could make a woman a drug, oh. Dude, if we could make women drugs, we'd never leave the fucking house. We'd all be addicts. We would. We'd all be addicts. We'd all be junkies. I know for a fact I'd never get out of bed in the fucking morning. I have a hard enough time now getting out of bed. Licking windows, eating urinal cakes, definitely. That's awesome, bull. Yeah, that ain't me. Should be 27. Bacon is my drug of choice. I can't disagree with you all there. I love that. PC all day here, yeah. Same thing. PC all the way across the country. The wee Scottish redhead said, I am a drug, a fucking antidepressant. Is that a smoky sausage? No. My blue truck is prettier than yours. Are we going to go down this road? We are not going down this road. Your blue truck is prettier than mine. Well, you know what? Okay, I'll tell you what. Your blue Peterbilt is prettier than my blue Freightliner, but my Freightliner has a much better looking driver than your Peterbilt does. What do you think of that there, Buck? Suck a bag of dicks on that. Fucking love you, Buck. Love you to death, brother. I dip Doritos and sour cream as well, and I have it with jalapenos. Oh, it's yummy. Stephanie, I don't know, man. And that's two of you. And I'm noticing something here. You're both women. What is it about women dipping their Doritos in sour cream? Eee. Now, if you put a gun to my head and I had to dip my Dorito in something, I might be willing to dip it in like a Chipotle sauce or something. But fucking sour cream? Doesn't sound that bad. Tornado? I don't know, man. I don't know. Doritos and bacon sandwich. I've put Doritos on. What have I put Doritos on? I've put Doritos on a ham and cheese. Ham and cheese sandwich with Doritos ain't bad. I use Doritos when I'm making hamburgers. Like I buy like 5-6 pounds of hamburger, and I'll be making up hamburgers and making up hamburger patties from scratch. Instead of using breadcrumbs, I'll take a bag of Doritos and run those through the grinder and make it so that it's like breadcrumbs. And I'll use Doritos in my hamburgers. Excellent. If you have never done that, instead of using breadcrumbs, use Doritos. Droopy Inc. is saying it's pretty good. I can't agree with you guys, man. I am not getting on board with this. I am not getting on board with this. I really am not getting on board with dipping fucking my Doritos in sour cream. Anna, good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Racer lawnmower. That's the biggest butt I've ever seen. This one's, it's not a butt. It's just a stogie. I'm more of a turkey bacon guy. I don't know. I kind of like the bacon grease, baby. Oh, here we go, okay? Chicken Hawk owns a fucking Kenworth. Buck Brown owns a fucking a Peterbilt, and I'm gonna ride the Freightliner. All right, I'm gonna ride the Freightliner comments now. Yeah, Madness, I'm with you. I don't think I agree with the sour cream. Sour cream is good on tacos. It's good on quesadillas. It's good on that kind of shit. You don't put fucking sour cream on your Doritos. There's something wrong with that. They must be You know what? You know what, Robin? I can't disagree. Tell her to try and sprinkle Cajun seasoning on the sour cream too. Ugh. You're talking Cajun seasoning, right? Not Tajin. I don't know what Tajin is. Stephanie, I gotta wonder. I gotta wonder about you. Yeah, I'm agreeing with Madness on that one. Sour cream and hot sauce. Nope. Don't tip. I don't tip my McDonald's chicken nuggets in anything. Well, what you do with your nuggets is entirely up to you. Nacho cheese Doritos with salsa, cream, sour cream, cheese cream cheese goes good together. You guys are gay. Holy hell, I appreciate the backing, Chicken Hawk. Yeah, that's all you're going to get, too. Watch him. While he's back there backing you, he's taking your wallet, Buck. Just be careful with Chicken Hawk. Madness, I don't mind a good fried egg on a burger. A good fried, like you get a decent-sized fried egg on a hamburger, I got no problem with that. I don't mind that at all. David Mays, hey, from Montreal. Well, how you doing there, David? What you smoking? Sweeta, it's just an old stogie here. Just an Alec Bradley. Any chips and sour cream? You guys are fucking out of your minds. Have a great day. Greg, thanks for hanging with us today, man. See you tomorrow. Dip is dip. I don't agree. My older brother used to lick the cheese off Doritos, then eat the chip. He wouldn't share. If you wanted some, he would lick the chip and put it back in the bag. We all used to do that, right? You'd be sitting there with your bag of chips and your brother would look over and he'd be like, hey, can I have one? You'd reach in, lick the chip and go, yeah, here you go. We all did that. Cajun, not Cajun. You know what? I'm gonna have to Google what Cajun is. I don't have a clue what Cajun is. You smoking black and milds? Absolutely not, Tech. Those aren't cigars. What about the plain Ripple potato chips with a bit of veggie dip? You know what? Plain. This is mine. This is my cocaine right here. Okay. Plain Ruffles potato chips and that hell of a good dip. Okay, I got 2 tubs of hell of a good dip at home in my fridge right now, and a Costco-sized bag of just fucking plain Ruffles potato chips. Love it, love it. A veggie dip, not bad. I can do that as well. GB, good call on that. You guys are right on board with these fucking potato chips and dips. My God, you're killing it. Tamara says, don't smoke or die. Well, in my life, I've been pronounced dead twice, and I'm still here. And neither one of those times was it due to a cigar, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, hell of a good dip. Yeah, that stuff is good shit, eh? That stuff is good shit. Hell of a good dip is like, oh, I love it. What does a cigar taste like? They're all different. It's a personal preference. What is your personal preference, right? I like different flavored cigars. It's all entirely of what you like and what you don't like. Oh, excuse me. You're gonna say that my burps are because I smoke cigars? Tomorrow, where do I live? I live in Canada. I'm Canadian. I live out in Alberta, Canada. My breakfast was bacon, sausage, cheese, fried egg sandwich. I'd eat that. I'd eat that. I've got some old cheddar, Monterey Jack cheddar with jalapeno Monterey Jack at home. I got a great big block of it, and I'll slice that real thin. I'll fry up a couple fried eggs, and then I'll melt the cheese over top of that. Damn good shit. You're up in Lethbridge, dude. You're not far. You're not far. I'm just east of Calgary. Do I dip it in maple syrup? No, I would not put maple syrup. For me, being Canadian, the only two things I put maple syrup on are pancakes and French toast. Cajun is a Mexican chili powder with lemon. Really? Really? Am I doing the charity beard shave again this year? Yes, I am. We're going to change it up a little. We got a couple other options and things we're going to do. But yeah, at the end of the day, we are going to do another one. Where's the strippers and coke? They left. You just missed them, dude. We just finished. I just did the last two lines off some hooker's ass. She fucking booked and she left. She's been paid. She's gone. So, sorry, what you see is what you get. The hookers and blow are gone. Do scrambled eggs with grated cheese in it. Yeah, we do that. We do that. Mikey, I'm back. Good to see you. They're still in the back of the truck. Hey, I'm from Indonesian. So you're from Indonesia. Wisconsin is cold right now, even though it's spring. 60 or 50. It's like 30. It's like 30. Right here, it's like, I think it's 5 degrees here right now. It's not cold. It's not overly cold, but it's not warm. You're not running around in a t-shirt and shorts, but you can go out and as a Canadian, for me, I can run around in 5 or 6 degrees with just a hoodie on. What's your most favorite childhood game? Spin the bottle. Probably baseball. Baseball is my favorite childhood game. That's why I have zero. That's why I have zero followers. I got a couple followers. I got one or two. One or two. Okay, here goes the last mouthful of coffee, guys. Last mouthful of coffee. Look at that. We got that sucker right down to the nub. How you doing there, GD? Good to see you, man. I swear to God, coffee is so good. If I could wring that cup out, I would. LJL has no balls. He wouldn't know what manliness is. Woo! Stop smoking. It's bad for you. Oh, come on. Don't spit. Swallow. That's what I say. That's what I say. You know what? If you have to spit, I don't know. I don't want to know what you had in your mouth. At least we can agree the right brand of coffee to drink. Okay, we can agree on that. I like mixing cocoa powder with my coffee. You get like a chocolate flavor. Every once in a while, when I'm like making coffee at home with the percolator, I'll put a couple, not a couple, like I'll put half a teaspoon of like a hot chocolate mix into the coffee, and then da-da-da-da. I will unsubscribe if you keep smoking. Well, you know what? Tomorrow, I don't want you to unsubscribe, but if you feel that strongly about it and you absolutely have to do it, go ahead and do it. Unfortunately, like I said, I've got no bad habits. I gave up drinking. I gave up drugs. I gave up women. I gave up everything. And all I got left is to smoke cigars. So you know what, man? That's all I got. You got to let me have it. I'm a doctor and I smoke. There you go. I love to smoke marijuana in the morning and have my coffee. You are not alone. There are a lot of people that do that. Thor Unknown, yo. Thor Unknown, how you doing, brother? A guy I know puts coconut milk in his coffee. Not me. I am absolutely. I believe in coffee cream, right? And I like 18% coffee cream in my coffee, not 10%. Bro, imagine smoking in 2025. I am smoking in 2025. I do it to deal with stresses of emergency situations. I don't doubt it. Like I said, I've got, out of all my kids, they all smoke weed, and some of them use it for medicinal, right? For anxiety and ADHD and other things in their lives. It's a lifesaver. It's one thing to express your opinion, especially when people come on here and tell you to stop smoking or that they don't like it. But no one needs to tell you what to do. Just enjoy the change. Just enjoy the channel. You know what? That's all I ask. I'm not out here telling anybody what to do or giving any advice or life advice and nothing like. You know what? Enjoy your life. Do what makes you happy. This is what makes me happy. Having a nice cigar and a coffee and sitting here talking to you guys, it makes me fucking happy. So let me have it. I appreciate that, though, Stephanie. Thank you very much for saying that. Did I see the no jack oil change? No, I didn't. I don't know what's going on, Robin. I'm having a problem with your channel, Sterling's channel, a couple other people's channels that I am not getting jack shit worth of notifications, nothing, right? Nothing. So I don't know what's going on. So if I'm missing stuff on yours, like, I don't know if you've been live in the last couple of days. I know you usually go live at least once a day, usually. If you've been live, I've not been getting any notifications on nothing for you. I'm also alone, no friends at all. Well, you know what? LJO Soccer, unsubscribe. Hey, knock yourself out. If you feel you got to do that. Do you like the Minecraft movie? Never saw it. GD, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And that's all we're doing out here. That's all we're doing out here is just talking shit, relaxing, having a smoke and a coffee and watching the sunrise. There's no sunrise today because the goddamn rain and clouds, but that's all we're doing, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for the support. And if you're subscribed, I thank you for that as well. Rocco 30, am I retired or retarded? I'm probably a little retarded, but not quite retired yet. I got a few more years left before retirement. I'm only 55. And I kind of like what I'm doing. I'm a professional truck driver. I'm an owner operator. It's what I do for I'm gonna say the word professional. I know Chicken Hawk just choked on his fucking bourbon or on his beer. But yeah, that's what I do for a living, and I still kind of like doing it. I've been doing it a long time. It's all I know how to do. It's the only job I've really only had. I'm still fairly good at it. So, you know what, man? I'm still going. I've got probably another 4 or 5 years of trucking left, right? I can probably go till I'm about 60. Hopefully, I don't, financially, I don't have to, but I'll probably go till I'm about 60. You look young for 55, GD. I'll take that. I think you're trying to be my friend. Look at this. You used to be in the Marine Corps. No, I've never been in the Marine Corps. I have never in my life ever been in the military. I wish I had. I wish I had. I wish at some point or another in my life that I had served my country, and I never did. And it's one of the things it's one of the few regrets that I have in life. I don't drink alcohol on Saturdays. I have to go trucking tonight. Well, that's your fault. You do that by choice. GDA, appreciate that, man. It's awesome. Thank you. You thought I was in my 40s. Man. My oldest daughter is 33. I got 6 daughters. From 33 down to 23. My oldest daughter is 33. If I was in my 40s, woo, I'd have been starting early on that one, eh? Sorry, I'm getting a text message. I'm getting a text message from Crag Rat here. I'll have to go. I'll get to them. Crag Rat, I'll get to you as soon as I'm done here. I'm going to be done. I'm going to cut this live off in a few minutes here. I'm out of coffee and my stogie's done. And I got to run over to Sobeys here and get some shit at the grocery store. I only have one child that I know of. Well, I've got 6 that I know of and probably another 6 running around. I'm waiting for that knock, 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 knock on the door. And Dad! I already had one of those, right? I've already had one of those. My second oldest daughter, right? I've got one, and then I've got one, and then I've got one. And the one in the middle somehow got created in between these two who are the same mother. Don't ask, it's a long story. But I did. I got about 3 years ago, I got that knock on the door, you know. Hi, do you remember a person 29 years ago? Her name was, well, that's my mom and you're my dad. So yeah, I got one of those phone calls. And it was one of the best things that's ever happened to me. She's a fantastic girl. She's married to a great guy. And believe it or not, she actually has a daughter, and I'm a grandfather because of it. So one of the greatest things in the world in my life that happened to me was she found me. And that was great. Elvis, am I a veteran? No, I'm not a veteran, unfortunately. I have to go. Thank you so much for all the shout-outs. I appreciate the channel so much. Hey, man, we'll see you tomorrow morning, man. So you don't know your own kids. Well, I know the 6 I got. I know all 6 of them. First and last names and their birth dates. I'm doing pretty good. I did okay. Yeah, Robin, you found me, but I don't know if I don't think you're my son. I don't think we're that close. Hey there, old timer, got any wisdom? Yeah, don't let your dick run your life. Goofy doofy, don't let your dick run your life. Best advice I can give you. Live every day as if it's your last, baby, because one day you're going to be right. Happy Easter to you, man. Would you rather, whoa, look at that. You almost got it. Oh, nice try. Nice try. Where in Canada are you? I'm out in Alberta. That's right. Kid Trio, live your own life. Absolutely. And with that, guys, you know what? I'm gonna shut this down. Like I said, I'm out of coffee. I'm out of stogie. I got things I got to do. Go take my dog for a walk. The rain stopped, so go take the dog for a walk. Triple X50 Appy, you're old, dude. What's considered old? What's considered old these days? Ella needs a shout out. There you go, Ella. You get a shout out. Have a great Easter, homie. What do you consider old? What's old? 55? I'm 55 years old. That ain't old. Are you kidding? When I was 20, 40 was old. When I was 40, 60 was old. Now I'm 55. What's fucking old? Spitters or quitters. Love it, Greg. Hey, wait the fucking minute. I thought you were leaving. Spitters or quitters. Well, I don't need to tell my girl that, so we're good. We're good. All right, fuckers, I gotta go. I got shit I gotta do. Thanks for hanging out with me. There's looks like there's about 60 of yous in here right now, 121 likes. On your way out the door, Gen X will never get old. You got it, baby. Hey, my question was called in a few minutes. I thought the guy went up the rings arc. It would be good news. I don't have a clue. 55 was old. It ain't old. You guys, I'm out of here. I've said it 3 times now. Hit the like button on your way out. I appreciate it. Subscribe if you like what we're doing here. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Hopefully we'll get a sunrise out of it tomorrow. I think it's supposed to rain the next couple of days, but what the fuck? I'll be out here, sitting here, smoking and drinking and shooting shit with you guys. So with that, man, we'll see you down the road. Everybody have a good day, man. Be safe, eh?